Hey guys, Nick here from Pecan Productions, and welcome to 1 Week Hype, the show where I tell you everything you need to know about the latest and greatest games coming in exactly 1 week as of this uploading. Today's game is Megadimension Neptunia VII, coming out exclusively for the PS4, February 2nd, 2016. Disclaimer, this game has some fan service here and there, so if you seriously can't handle a little bit of fan service and not enjoy the rest of the game, then I recommend skipping this one, and all other games from Japan while you're at it. This is a sequel to Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory, and its remake Victory Generation, and the 4th installment in the Neptunia main series. This is the first Neptunia game to appear on next-gen consoles. The price is $60 for pre-order wherever you do them, comes with a free poster if you pre-order at a GameStop, or there's a limited edition for $85 that comes with an art book, soundtrack, plush, and a PS4 skin on their official shopping website. Link in the description, but I think they're sold out by now. This is a JRPG series about the console wars, with characters representing Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, and the main character represents Sega. This series is known for a ton of video game references and fourth wall breaking. Now with introductions out of the way, let's dive into the game. Since this is the series' first time on a next-gen console, its story is all about that, since the main characters represents the Wii, 360, and PS3. The story from the official website goes, it's 2015, 3 years after the last game, and the land, game industry, is in a precarious... It's in a time called the Shift Period, in which there are rumors, and those rumors are bad, and make the characters think that they're gonna get replaced since they're the world leaders. And in the midst of all this, the main characters, Neptune and her sister Nepgear, go missing. They aren't missing, though. They accidentally ended up in another dimension, called the Zero Dimension. The Zero Dimension has been nearly destroyed because of this colossal entity called the Dark CPU. And I'm assuming that the scene in the trailer where Neptune is walking on the side of a destroyed building is when they first got to the Zero Dimension. Anyway, they then meet... oh boy. They meet this person, who is fighting the Dark CPU all by herself because she's the only one left. And that's where the website stops. That's all we know about this game's story, because I wanted to be surprised on my first playthrough. But I can assume that once you get back to Neptune's dimension, find out that you've been replaced, along with the rest of the main cast, by a group called the Golden Third, who have 4 members, for some reason. Since the trailer specifically says the Golden Third, the new rulers of game industry. You'll probably have to do something about them, along with whatever this secret organization is planning called Affimix. Japanese names. Run by the greediest money moocher, not even gonna try to pronounce that one. And his loyal second-in-command, the moody, girl-fearing ninja Steamax? I'm going with that. Screw it. The website says little to nothing about these guys, but I think they might be behind the Golden Third because power equals money. Their base is an aerial battleship, and that's all we know. Now, whatever their plan is, it involves dimension travel, since there is a third dimension you travel to after you make it back to your own. The reason it's called Megadimension, not Hyperdimension. There are 3 dimensions, 3 different stories, and surprise, surprise, next to nothing is known about the 3rd dimension. It's literally called the Heart Dimension, the final chapter. But with that name, and the other things we've seen, I can say that it's not going to be like some Sonic games where you choose one of 3 in any order, because it's an RPG, not a speed platformer. The gameplay is mostly the same, with one thing removed: the guard system. In past installments, enemies had an HP meter and a guard meter. Attacking them would lower their HP and guard, drop the guard to 0, and enemies take double to triple the damage. In V2, it's been replaced with a parts system. For the parts system, only some enemies, mostly bosses probably, have it. How this new system works is the enemy will have parts equipped in. It doesn't say if you can attack them separately or they get damaged when you attack the enemy, like the guard system, but anyway, equipped parts have different abilities. One might raise defense, one might allow the enemy to use special attacks. Destroy it, and it will get rid of that effect. Though I don't know if they can regen parts. The website doesn't say. Another new feature is giant boss fights. A giant boss arena consists of several islands floating around the enemy. Move to different islands, you can only use special attacks, so the MP meter regains a little each turn. And once again, that's all the website says. Next up for the next new thing are next forms. Brand new forms that the four main characters can use. Now I'm going to assume that when they transform into these forms, that they will get a stat boost to every stat, but I don't know how they'll be able to. The website does not say how to activate it in battle. I'm wondering, do you think it might take up MP, like it does to turn into their first other form? Or be something different? I don't know, the website doesn't say. I'll have to find out in a week. Next up, they're actually adding a brand new minigame. Neptunia. Yeah, it's a Spelunker collaboration. I have no idea what Spelunker is. I swear I've heard that name once or twice on TV before, but I honestly don't know what it is at all. But for any of you who do, I'm pretty sure you'll know exactly what you're getting into for this minigame. It says, once you beat it, you'll get some items, so there's a reward. Seems like how the game will work is you explore a dungeon, you have an energy meter to keep track of, and you also have lives. You can actually die from fall damage, or steams or flames, or, of course, HP dropping to 0. And there's ghosts. I don't know much about this at all. They barely even tell you. They barely tell you anything about this, really. The only other thing I can really say about this is that there'll be items that will revive your energy, give you an extra life, or an item that brings your speed up. And that's all the website says. Doesn't say too much. I'm guessing they assume people know what Spelunker is. I personally don't, but I guess I will find out in 1 week. The final addition is formation attacks. All they are limit breaks that involve 2, 3, or 4 characters in certain positions to activate. So am I planning on buying this game? Yes! I already have my pre-order in for the limited edition. I loved the first 3, the remakes, not the originals. This series has characters who actually have personalities. Gameplay that is unique, and tons of fourth wall breaking and references to not only video games, but movies and TV as well. And I can't wait to see what they reference this time. So, are you gonna buy it? Have I made you want to buy it? What are you most excited for in this game? Tell me in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.